The trade, XP for gold. The Brody against the Irithel, the Khalid against the Terizla, and that Lilia in the mid lane against the Novaria. So many factors here that can come to play in the drafts. Gani, quick prediction.
Quick prediction, I gotta go with DEWA United Esports.
Oh, not booting Arashi. This man has a 60% win rate or prediction rate. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ versus DEWA United. Game number 1 for the upper brackets. Welcome to the land of Dawn.
You know, Gani might have the higher prediction rate, but usually RRQ shows the talents that doesn't matter. So hopefully that will happen again today, is what I'm hoping for, as Shaco here showing his hook accuracy. Taking a look at the emblems right here, nothing out of the ordinary for RRQ and for DEWA United. You can see a lot of Brave Smites and the focusing mark for sure. It's all about outlasting the initial fight and then only engaging when you have the valuable pick-off. But for the side of RRQ, Lemon, keep your eyes on this Lilia pick that we haven't seen too much after the changes in the patch notes. With the Mage emblem, there's going to be a lot of cooldown, and with the Wilderness Blessing, expect him to be rotating around just like this.
It's pretty interesting, right, that we don't get to see a lot of Lilias, despite the Lilia being buffed in just the recent patch. Oh, Kay's checked the wrong bush here. Naomi knows Kay's position. It's a battle. Oh, but Naomi doesn't bite.
Let's see here. DEWA United and RRQ are here playing it rather safe and slowly here in their opening minute. It seems like for a reason, right? Again, they want to find and wait for Shaco specifically as well to level 4. The hunt will be activated hopefully here right after the turtle.
Well, RRQ also are waiting for the Primal Wrath, the Black Shoes, the Heavy Crossbow. They got a lot of good ultimates to really win out in a turtle fight. And they do have the wave clear prio in the mid lane. The Lilia has been quote-unquote buffed, but at the same time, it really does lower her early to mid-game power spike because you don't really regenerate the balls anymore after going with the Black Shoes. But in a long drawn-out fight, that's going to be a more reliable source of damage because your cooldown on the energy goes down about 10 seconds every single time you land it after you've leveled up the Gloom to level 5 when it's eaten 5 energies.
That's the buff right there, the adjustment towards this Lilia. Astral Echo, though, already spread out, and DEWA taking control around this turtle. But again, man, I'll have to say, Versik, he has been a super underrated jungler this season, winning almost all the retries. That's a big ultimate, Gani.
Seems like DEWA United will take it slow. That's an onward good knock up onto it still. Dixon, defensive flicker as Lanaya there. Wasn't able to get out, and Dixon gets taken out as well. Dyron with the kill. That's a 2-man kill from the side of RRQ.
Well played through their 4-man lineup, and look!
Oh, the hunt and the hook connects.
Whoa!
As Shaco wasn't able to clean off and kill Naomi. RRQ moving on towards the jungles already. They want the purple. Is this an overcommitment? Let's say RRQ jumping and committed to fight. Iron flickers out of the way, but the purple buff will be taken by Keys. Astral Echo popped, but there will be no resource to connect again.
Not the ideal situation for RRQ, but Gani now. The one-man... Hang on, Mirko! What? Alright, technically, ladies and gentlemen, there is 3v3 in the talent's prediction. So we'll see, man. RRQ doing well so far, but DEWA United, they just paid the price for sticking a bit too close together. The Earth Shadow landed on 2 members, and that is a mistake that they can very easily fix in the next turtle engagement.
And now, we're going to have to see. For RRQ, utilizing the snowball with this Martis is going to be crucial for RRQ. Remember, this Martis falls off hard, so if they're not able to completely utilize it, it's going to be tough. But already, 2-level lead, it's looking great for the Kings of Kings.
Seems like they will occupy and rotate towards the top lane. Astral Echo revealing 2 members of RRQ3. They got first take there. But DEWA United here, again, after that loss of a trade, they're taking it slow. They realize that they're 1,500 gold behind, so they're not too hasty on towards a fight.
RRQ, I wonder if they're just suffering from the lack of a longer range engage tool, because usually they get the mid pressure, the side lane pressure like this as well, and then they'll invade into the jungle. But now they're playing it very, very carefully. like they're worried about something that DEWA United has prepared specifically for them. With the neutral objective spawning though, both teams make a move.
Now the hook connecting on towards Naomi and the suppression as well. Naomi gets taken out. It seems like RRQ, they were a little bit too late to provide cover. A 5v4 on the turtle fight here. Let's see, Echo pops through, good PZ. Lemon pops black shoes. Let's take a look at the hook. Kyron gets taken out. Versick and Lemon here on the vicinity. The Producer's Wrath does not connect. Skylar, Versick will now have no space here. Versick needs to be careful as Lanaya collects the second turtle in the game. DEWA United have equalized.
DEWA through pickoffs. Shako is going to be the key factor, like Arachi mentioned, right in the draft, and they're going in again.
Good onward. Let's see. Purple buff. Lanaya will not survive as he was decimated. DEWA United now, they overextend, they overcommitted. And DEWA United, they got punished.
That was for a purple buff. Lanaya took it, but first it could very well just rotate towards the bottom side and look for something else across the board. But he's super low. Byron, whoa!
Oh, good flicker there. Preemptive one as well. Almost stunned. And if not, he will be taken down.
Would have been a very great pickoff. Looking at the gold difference here though by UBS Gold, it's very much even except for the jungle. Despite the success in that second engagement, Versick is still about 1,000 gold ahead. So he's making full use of the faster clear. But here's the problem, right? DEWA United are playing so well with the vision, with the intel, with the threat of the pickoff from the Franco that RRQ, they've been clearing waves, but they can't really go for any invades right here. Until maybe a few more items give them a bit more survivability.
Now, look at that. The audience prediction, 93% to 7%. I mean, we can come to expect this off of RRQ's matches, but it's always very, very fun to see the audience prediction whenever RRQ plays. To see maybe sometimes it'll change. No. Oh, what?
Good hook and the hunt. And there you go, Naomi. He falls as RRQ again. The range in their composition is really lacking. Mortar Coil now will be able to create some space. Oh, the hook almost lands on the king himself.
They can get the turret over with that play. Lanaya is already looking. Both retries. No, it's Lanaya who used retry. Versick didn't have it. But that means Arashi, Gani, that Lanaya will not have retry for the turtle that is spawning now. DEWA have equalized the gold lead.
It's an equal gold lead, and that's not bad news for RRQ because they do want to start snowballing as much as possible. This iron hook has been such a big problem. Naomi now finally making a play.
Good catch. Echo now will try to defend. Nixon, good PZ. Direct in the backside. Finds Watt and gets taken the kill as well as Nixon falls as Lanaya will not be able to escape again. You blink, you miss it. That's 4 members of DEWA United taken out.
And that was a 4v5. They didn't die.
Oh, it's a wiped out here in the first game already. The kingdom erupts.
Tyron, the Khalid god, is back.
Man, what an Onyx-esque situation there. They were behind, everything was slowing down. Before you know it, everyone gets taken out from DEWA. A whole wipeout and a big swing in gold, 4K. Objectives falling at the same time. What a huge blow for DEWA United and their controlled early game that they have painstakingly maintained. This might be the beginning of that snowball that RRQ so desperately wanted.
My goodness gracious. I mean, at this point, I want to play with Versick and Lemon myself, and you guys can too. Play with them by sending over a message of the reasons as to why you want to play with them, and then 8 of you guys, or I think 7, will be chosen at random to go and play with Lemon and Versick. Let's take a look at the in-game equipment by Dunia Games though, Arashi.
I think what's noteworthy right now is the fact that Naomi has all physical and not a lot of magical defense. Part of the reason why he's been able to be picked off so reliably is Keys just lands the guaranteed Astrosphere onto him, and in the early game, with a damage multiplier built in, it's definitely an unexpected amount of damage. So once he gets more items, the pickoffs from Shako will become less and less effective. But for now, it's still possible. But Naomi makes the first proactive move, controlling the vision.
Definitely Scholar is ready to fight here. Minute 9. That's why RRQ, they're more active on the map, looking for perhaps a fight here. DEWA United, I really like their discipline as well. They're playing it rather slow now. Go to Astral Echo, revealing 3. Lanaya jumps in.
Nice.
The hook was denied by the Mortal Coil. And it seems like with this defense, RRQ was unable to find the tier 2 in the bottom lane.
And all that space that RRQ created with a win over a 4v5 has given Skylar a 1-level lead over the Kingslayer. Watt in that gold lane in this matchup where Watt needs to look for a snowball, needs to look for that early to mid. It's looking grim for DEWA United as RRQ continue to scale. In the 10th minute of the game, Skylar already has a Haun's Claws and a Berserker's Fury. He's building to either a Great Dragon Spear or a Melpic Roar already.
Yeah, at this point, he might go for a Great Dragon Spear to just kite out of the fighters. The only real hard crowd control that he can't really deal with is Shaco and the Franco. As long as that does not land, the Great Dragon Spear will allow him enough mobility to escape from all these tougher situations. DEWA seem to be hovering around, but they're not really committing to anything, and their vision now is denied.
It's a 2-level diff of the junglers here, and Dyron has a great position. Did he get revealed? Oh, he didn't.
It's here. He
That's
will.
oh, they know.
It's a flicker hunt, and Dyron, his angle or his flank got overturned. Take a look at Lanaya here.
What?
It's a 1v4 Retry, and the first take now will be taken out. Though Lanaya will be the trade. Naomi now in the midst of it all will be taken down by the Kingslayer, and it's Watt.
A macro masterclass! What was that? DEWA red where RRQ were positioning catches Dyron. And Lanaya, the rookie, winning against one of the most reliable Retries in Season 12. Thursday got out Retried.
That's a painful situation, man. I think he was also a level ahead even. That was a huge mistake for RRQ, and they are now paying the price. They have a bit of a gold lead, but this is the problem, Mirko. Like you're saying, there's equal urgency in both teams to snowball, but look at this. I heard that's not land. Seems like RRQ will be able to clear with their DPS, but that is a lot of damage from Keys.
Despite the little or maybe a big loss for RRQ earlier, they're still able to recover quite well. They've only lost turrets up top. Oh no!
Oh, the hook lands, the suppression as well. Take a look at the damage though. Penalty zone onto it, Super Stick will not be able to provide cover for Naomi. He will fall for the 4th time, and Kays, the fadeaway 3-pointer buzzer beater hits.
That's a lot of buzz!
RRQ, they seem to be losing control right here. DEWA taking over the game, taking over the gold lead, still not equalizing on the turrets just yet, but that will be changing quite soon. They might take a base turret here.
Good echo, revealing till mid lane base turret will not be defended. Take a look at Dyron here, distracted by Lanaya. Appraiser's rifle even popped there to zone him out. DEWA United, good disciplined play here, coming minute 13.
Jeez. I mean, looking at it again. Threading the needle. A great Astral Sphere there, connecting. Oh, RRQ wants to look for a fight. It seems they're positioning aggressively.
Dixon now has the flicker penalty zone. Keep that in mind, because that will be one of the engaged tools for DEWA United Esports.
It's time to take a chill pill for both these teams. It came off as slow tempo, and then DEWA pulled the trigger, and then all of a sudden,
oh, the hook and the hunt connects again, and say goodnight to Naomi as the torn apart memory will not be able to take him down just yet. Lemon now will use the flicker as Dixon, flicker! Raging Sandstorm as well finds the mark, and Lanaya and friends, they're backing up. What? Has enough damage to find Khalid. It's a 4v4 now as Dyron and Dixon is out of the game.
My goodness! What a brawl! What a skirmish! It's a slugfest of a match. DEWA United and RRQ only losing their XP laners.
Here's a trouble for DEWA United, man. The kills seem equal, but Watt has 6 of them, and everyone else hasn't exactly been snowballing. So for RRQ, it's a bit more straightforward. The bulk of your kills and gold are on the gold laner. If they can find Watt in the middle of these team fights, that could be a massive advantage. But before that, they have to deal with Shaco. Fortunately, Naomi was able to stay alive in the previous team fight. But see, if he gets hooked in and taken out before the fight, that's difficult because RRQ rely on him so much to engage.
Naomi's just been picked off. Shaco's been finding these angles, man. He's a protractor.
Oh, let's see here again. This Lord is enhanced. DEWA United Esports economy lead. RRQ. Okay, bottom lane or far lane is in favor of DEWA. slightly. RRQ, they're taking their time here. Both teams, rather. Let's see the setup.
All right, Arashi, the 2,000 gold lead for DEWA, but I can't help but feel that RRQ still has a bit more power to play with here. It's getting towards the later stage of the game. Yes, we are entering the late mid-game stage. And Skylar has a Malefic Roar already. He's building towards, oh, is that DHS? He already has a Wind of Nature. Huh, an interesting choice by Skylar. But what do you think, Arashi?
I think it's the... Wait, about the Wind of Nature?
No, about this. Oh!
Oh, for 6
Who has more power?
I think it's quite equal, depending on how it executes.
Yeah, Raging Sandstorm here as a Lord now will be secured by Versik. Chaco will fall to the backside here. Lanaya trying to catch Versik, but Chaco will be taken out. Dixon soaking damage. Lanaya as well, but Dixon seems like we'll have to flicker out of the way. It's a 2-for-1. Well, 1-for-1 now. Dixon surviving. The Lord will be up now as RRQ will try to push with the Lord. Lanaya caught, trying to soak in and re-engage. Naomi has immortality, will lose it now. DEWA United still strong. Razor's Wrath will secure the life of Naomi. Versik finding one, loses immortality. Skylar free hitting in the backside, but it's not enough damage, and the torn apart memory by Watt will secure the kill.
The Kingslayer is trying to dismantle RRQ. 7-1. He saved the game with his new prodigy, Lanaya.
But that is just RRQ's game. You want to brawl fast, you want to fight to the death over a Lord. We'll take you up on that game. Equalizing in the base turret department. And fortunately for DEWA Esports, the next Lord will be on that side. But this is dangerous. At every moment, a single mistake can cost both these teams the game.
What a game we have, folks. My God, 2 base turrets to 1. This is what I was expecting from the previous match, BTR and Evos, but we're definitely getting...
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I got shook by that, too. The Cannon Minion was able to win it out there. A tier 2, a Winion. All right, so it's 1-1. Mid lane base turret to side lane base turret. At this point, right, gotta give you a question, Arashi. Which is more worth it, mid lane base turret or side lane?
It has to be the side lane. It's a lot more dynamics here. It's a bit further, right? If the Lord is on the other side, it's gonna push over there. If it's on your side, if it's on the side of the Lord even, you can use it to set a trap, right? You don't have to expose yourself to push the wave in, and when someone comes to clear, they might assume that there's no one there, and you can make use of it. The mid lane is always closer to everything, so I think it's a great advantage for RRQ. And in the late game, taking a look at the items right here, Lemon has an insane amount of damage at this point. He is at that late game power spike where the Lilia is now even better, and the Irithel, same idea, but not a lot of defensive options here, so execution still needs to be paid attention to because there's no magical defense. Keys could get a very massive Astral Sphere and just delete Lemon or Skylar's HP bar, if not one-shotting them completely.
But Skylar did go for that DHS that we were talking about earlier as well. Let's take a look at damage dealt. My God, Kaze has been the cannon for DEWA United. Watt has been the executioner. So it's not necessarily Watt who is 1v5ing. He's not dealing as much damage as Kaze, but he certainly is executing these players when they do get low.
Okay, let's see again the setup here from the Evolved Lord. My goodness, RRQ. And DEWA United, take a look at the total kills, 12-12 here, dead equal. And looking at the active spells, they're ready for a fight. The Lord Dance will appear now. Okay, far lane favors RRQ. They need to utilize this fast.
Let's see. I mean, now Arashi, technically for RRQ, their side lane base turret is the one closest to the Lord, so it's not the one you would actually want to have here, the far lane.
But look at the top side. The wave is pushing in favor of RRQ. Of course, Keys can show up and clear it from a distance, but this means that RRQ has the proactive option here of waiting, just looking for a chance. I think they must have noticed that the wave has shifted on top side. Keys has shown for a bit there, but RRQ, they're very patient about this. And on the bot side, you can see that Dyron is trying to set a trap for someone, but there's a trap laid for him as well by Shaco and Watt.
Flip a coin. That's what we're seeing right now.
Man,
one side of that coin is DEWA getting a pick off. The other side is RRQ getting a clean team fight. Either way, that is what they are looking for. And Naomi, he senses something in that bottom lane. Skylar, if he reveals himself here, it could be crucial. But he decides to take the conventional route.
DEWA United spread out, RRQ clumped up.
Naomi.
Let's see. Oh, it's a fight now. They're pulling the trigger. PZ on towards 5. Chaco finding Khalid, but Lanaya will first fall. What? Will not be able to do anything as Versik finds the shutdown and the Lord. It's a 2-4. None here as Skylar claims another life. Indixon. Direct.
Whoa!
But Skylar, oh my god, good snipe, please. Flickers out of the way, but Versik is there to claim the kill. Chaco alone now. He will definitely not be able to defend this one. Mid. It's crashing as well, and bot lane now. Oh, RRQ. They're taking the game.
The kingdom arises. Lanaya buys the immortality, but no minions.
Oh, this is it. The Kings of Kings. They strike first in this series.
1-0 to the Kings.
Wow, man. That I don't know if it's because of Lemon being in the party, but the experience to execute in such a tense moment that was played so well. Jumping on the jungler, knocking him out, making sure that Skylar was safe, deleting the main damage dealer. Everything went so perfectly for RRQ in the beginning of that fight. And credit to DEWA, man. That fight was turned around a bit when they were able to shut down, delete Skylar. But at that point, it's a bit too late. Skylar has done his job, and RRQ take the first game.
That was a start to a 3-game series. Yes, I'm expecting a 3-game series. It was so close.
Yeah.
I'd love to see much more of that game number 1 in game 2, and maybe, possibly, we will be gifted with game number 3. But just goes to show you that for both of these teams, it means a heck of a lot. Man, I gotta give props though. Damn, Tyrant, holy moly, was he great in game number 1.